So we're all good with that. All right, you got this left winger who plays a lot of golf, hangs out on the bench most of the time, laughs about not playing, and is really excited to get pocketed by Anthony Robinson at the World Cup. And he just signed for LAFC. His name is Gareth Bale, and I don't know much about him, but if you want to share any notes about him or anything, you're more than welcome to. He's kind of irrelevant.
I think he's like from the ocean or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something about sharks. Or... Are you making whale noises?
He's from a whale.
I hate you.
Gareth Bale, 5-time Champions League winner, an absolute monster in his early days at Real Madrid, as well as most of his time at Spurs. Just a quick rundown of some more things there. 6-time Footballer of the Year for the Welsh Nationals. Top scorer at the.
Sorry, it just feels a little. I would expect like 15.
He stopped being the Welsh Footballer of the Year in 2016. Who took over that? I don't know. Aaron Ramsey, maybe.
They were probably just like, all right, we can't give it to you anymore.
This is pointless. Top scorer at the Club World Cup in 2017-18. 4-time Club World Cup winner, 3-time La Liga winner, 5-time Champions League, 3-time UEFA Super Cup, 1-time Spanish Cup, 3-time Spanish Super Cup, 1-time English Cup. Dude can win.
You know what he's going to win? A seat on the bench when he gets benched by Opoku.
I'm saying, just sit there and be like, okay, I can only be good at this league if I can learn to be Alex McWheel. Channel it. No, so for the early part of his Real Madrid career before Zizou came in, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that he was a top 10 player in the world. Now, this is 5-6 years ago now. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he had a falling out with his manager, chose that he didn't want to play there anymore, continued to collect his paycheck, played a lot of golf, made a lot of jokes. But we've seen him play for the Welsh national team. This man's on a different level. When he wants to play, he can play. My question to you is, what is this move for? Is this move to get him ready for the World Cup? Or is this move to collect and I can't even say collect a nice paycheck. He's on a TAM deal. He's not a designated player. So is it just to collect a paycheck, get into a retirement mode and play a lot of golf on Bethpage Black?
I think it's a World Cup move, 100%. And I think the reason he went with MLS as opposed to like Cardiff, for example, where he could be in Wales, is because MLS's end of season lines up very well with when the World Cup starts. So I've heard rumors about him potentially retiring. Maybe this is his final stint where he says, okay, I'm going to play out the World Cup here. Wales finally qualify. Let me join this club team so I can stay fit for the World Cup. Then when MLS season is done, World Cup is done, I'm done. I'm going to retire. That's it. Whereas if he goes to Cardiff, let's say, and he signs a 1-year contract, he's still locked in for another half a season after the World Cup's done. That maybe even if he's not retiring, it still gives him options for when the World Cup's over. So I think it makes a lot of sense for tons of people around the world who want to get fitness before the World Cup. Come over to MLS. Season lines up super well with the World Cup. Get your fitness, then you can move on right after when it's done. So that's my thought process for him. That's why I think he came here. That's what I think his purpose for coming here is just fitness for the World Cup.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think this is him saying, I'm going to go play on a really good team in MLS, right? Whether it's at the level of Cardiff or not. You're playing with Carlos Vela. You're playing with Christian Aranjo. You're playing with Kellen Acosta. You're playing with Giorgio Chiellini. You're playing with the one, the only Ryan Hollingshead. There are things that you just can't pass up in life. And watching Ryan Hollingshead play from anywhere between left back, right back, all the way up to center forward are things you just cannot pass up. It's just that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But again, right, this is kind of the reason I asked the question about Cuco Hernandez, right? The fact that, and I know you mentioned maybe a lining up signing thing, right? With the fact that he's signing in MLS over the championship to stay fit for a World Cup, right? This isn't I'm going to play one more year and stay a little bit fit, right? If he's talking about getting ready for a World Cup, he is going to be pushing himself to be the best that he absolutely can be, which means he chose a league in MLS where he can do that. Now, this could be 4D chess here, 5D chess, where he's like, I'm going to go to MLS, scout Kellen Acosta, so that when we play him against the U.S. in the World Cup, and he's starting over Yunus Musa because Greg's going really big brain, I'm gonna know exactly how he plays, and I'll be able to beat it, right? But
I've seen that rumor. I've seen that. I think that's you're reaching for the stars with that one, but
no. So it speaks highly on what we're doing. The fact that we are creating environments that people like him want to come in. He's not joining at 36, 37, 38 like if we got Ronaldo right now, which again, Ronaldo would still light this league up. Don't get me wrong. But he's joining at 32. Now, here's the issue. We've seen what he did at Real Madrid, best team in the world. If he joins LAFC simply to stay fit for the World Cup, right? Obviously, he's going to push himself there. But once the World Cup comes, and I know you talk about, you can move on. What is his? So my worry with this move is he turns into what he was on the bench at Real Madrid, but because it's MLS and not Real Madrid, people start losing their mind over it. Like, oh, look at this guy. He's going there just to collect a paycheck, sit on the bench and put his feet up. Like at Real Madrid, everybody laughed about it. But they do it. He does it here in MLS. It's going to hurt our image even more. Now, am I saying don't sign the guy? No. This is a great signing. No question. This is what everybody thought the Chiellini signing was actually like. This is 10 times, 100 times better than Chiellini. Him, Vela, Aranjo are going to be unreal. I mean, unreal. Best attacking three in the continent.
Best attacking three in history.
Probably. I do worry about the commitment level to what we're doing. Like, again, I'm not saying don't sign him, right? But this is the same thing I did with Messi, right? I'm not saying don't sign him, but what does he bring to the table? He brings
plenty to the table. He's a season removed from when he was on loan at Tottenham. And sure. He was great at Tottenham. He scored 11 goals in less than 1,000 minutes. Yeah. He's bringing the quality, and I don't think he's going to just sit on the bench and collect the paycheck. No, I think he's going to play hard.
Yeah. So I'm just being devil's advocate here, by the way. Like I'm hyped for this signing, but I do want to try and find something wrong with it just because content, right?
You want to find something wrong with it? Go look at the financial rules, because there's just no way that LAFC are staying within the MLS salary cap. Like there's just no how. Please make that transparent. I need to know. We need to study this.
I put a tweet out there that said this is either the most amazing front office job in the last 27 years of MLS, or we're getting Inter Miami 2.0. We're going to see the hammer dropped on John Thornton.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one or the other. There's no in between.
Listen, this and I tweeted at Defender of the Bank today. This roster now, with you put him on there, is Club World Cup finalist. Like, I'm not exaggerating that if they probably will make it to Champions League. If they can keep these guys around and healthy, I mean, they walk through any Liga MX team. I mean, not even close. And then go over there and you're telling me that really it's going to be these guys. It's going to be whoever comes out of UEFA. It's going to be whoever comes out of CONMEBOL. So you're going to look at the Palmeiras. You're going to look at Santos, whoever it's going to be coming out of there. You're going to look at probably Everton. I don't know. Whoever comes out of UEFA as a Champions League winner.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
And you're looking at these guys for setting the tempo, right? But again, right, if you look at LAFC's roster and you want to talk about teams that aren't, the parity between teams and how we're not having Man Cities, right? So you're now looking at goalkeeper 3 of Crepeau, McCarthy, and Romero. We thought Romero was going to be a starter this year. John McCarthy is a phenomenal backup. Crepeau's a top 5 goalkeeper in the league. Eddie Segura, Jesus Murillo, Mbake Fall, Daniil Henry, Seta Viaga, and now Giorgio Chiellini. Any one of those 5 or 6 start on 95% of MLS teams. Left back, Diego Palacios or Ryan Hollingshead. Right back, Franco Escobar or Julian Gaines.
Or Ryan Hollingshead.
Kellen Acosta, Illy Sanchez, Jose Cifuentes, Latif Blessing, Francisco Hinella. Any one of those 5. Yes, please. Brian Rodriguez, Christian Torres, Gareth Bale. Carlos Vela or Ismail Trajuri Shroudy. Christian Aranjo, Danny Masovsky, Opoku. Tell me that team doesn't win every single Champions League game like 2-1, 3-1. And it's not close.
Do you remember at episode 100 when I think Defenders of the Bank had sent us a question of is LAFC the deepest team in history?
Yeah.
And even at that time, I think we said yes. And now they've added Chiellini and Bale to that same roster.
And they still have a DP slot open. Because Chiellini and Bale, not designated players, right? You've got Vela, who just re-signed as one. And I think you got Brian Rodriguez as the other.
What do you even sign at this point? Like, what position could you possibly even sign at this point?
The rumor, who I've heard, people, and I don't know if it's a link or it's just people saying, man, we should do this. Luis Suarez. Do you imagine Luis Suarez in this team?
I think people are just rumoring that because Suarez bit Chiellini.
Okay, hold on one second. I will pull something up here really quick. From my friends at Transfer Market.
I think they need a playmaker in the midfield. Cifuentes is good.
How dare you disrespect Kellen Acosta like that?
Kellen Acosta does everything. They need someone else to help Kellen Acosta. I don't know if I could put a name exactly on who I would possibly see them grabbing, but yeah, I mean this roster's disgusting. I mean, remember when we talked about Columbus last season? We were like, wow, this team is crazy deep, one of the deepest ever. This roster puts that to shame.
Oh, easily.
Puts it to shame.
Not even close.
This is like disgusting. I mean, LAFC already have a 4-point lead on the Supporter Shield. I mean, it's over, right? Like they've won the Supporter Shield.
No, it's not even close. Yeah, it'll be done. You've got Andrea Bellotti, who's going to Toronto, Divock Origi, who's going to Milan, Luis Suarez, who's still unsure, Artem Djouba. These are all on a free, by the way. This isn't people that they can pick up right now. German Bertarme from San Luis in Liga MX, Danny Welbeck, Dries Mertens, Edison Cavani, Keita Balde, Zlatan, Red Bull legend Frederick Gulbranson. Man, where's he up to? Jurgen Lakadia, FCC legend Jurgen Lakadia. Oh my God, there are the options for this team are unreal right now.
Why are they linked to Jurgen?
No, they're not linked. They're not linked.
Okay.
This is Transfer Market strikers on a free right now. Bro, please bring back Jurgen Lakadia so we can drop 25 goals and Adam can cry. Right here, right to my veins. No, but seriously, this team is one of the best put if they're within roster rules. This is one of the best developed teams in MLS history. Like LA Galaxy dynasty, nearly put to shame.
Oh no, this team would beat the LA Galaxy dynasty. I'd say it.
Ooh, that'd be a really good one.
It would be. I think they beat them.
Interesting. No, this team is unreal. But again, it speaks to what we're doing as a league, right? We already talked about the Chiellini move, not loving it. We talked about the Gareth Bale move right now, that it has a lot more potential than what Chiellini did. Gareth Bale had other offers. Cuco Hernandez had other offers. People are turning down other offers to come play for us. And people always say, oh, well, just because you're offering them more money. That's what every other league is doing. Every other league is taking more money, putting it on the table and saying, come play for us.
You think Mbappe is staying at PSG because he loves the history of PSG? No, it's because they're paying them the fattest wage in like sports history.
Sports history, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can talk about money all you want, but it's the more that we release our spending, the less people are going to have to complain about our league, right? At the end of the day, we're looking at teams getting ready to drop big money to bring good players to our league. And we talked about this months ago. At the end of the day, the quality of the play is going to be what it's going to be. But you don't get better players for less money. You just don't. You have to bring people over for money. Yeah. You open the checkbook, you get them over there. Yes, you're going to lose a little bit of parity. Yes, you might lose some teams. But what is the long-term solution? And that is what we need to look for.
And this episode gets me excited for the future of this league, man.
Tell me about it. Oh man, you're looking at the potential that we have just opened up. Pandora's box of goodness, not the bad Pandora's box, a good one. It's just you're looking at so much potential if Donnie Garbs opens his eyes and sees what he's got in front of him. Now, there are a lot of people way smarter than me who are making decisions on finances in this league. So I will not tell them they're doing something wrong. But from the outside looking in, man, it looks like it's a really good time to go start breaking the bank for players. That's just me.
Yeah, time to start changing the financial rules a little bit, loosen them a little. I think this is your. It's like one of those TikToks. Don, if you come across this is your TikTok. This is your sign to loosen the financial restrictions.
We'll make sure it gets out there and that he sees it.